The Supreme Court decision that locked members of Parliament out of the National Constituency Development Fund, the CDF, is still eliciting reaction from a section of MPs elect. Legislators of the 13th House were also dealt another blow after the Salary and Remunerations Committee scrapped the sitting allowance for the incoming lawmakers. And as Seth Olala reports, these changes are likely to be a talking point when the 13th House is inaugurated. Take a listen.
After a grueling campaign period, it's now back to reality for MPs-elect as they wait to be sworn in to start their legislative duties in the 13th Parliament, albeit with reduced privileges. Of concern to the incoming legislators, especially the elective MPs representing the 290 constituencies, is the abolition of the 140 million shillings annual Constituency Development Fund each that was declared illegal by the Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court declared CDF unconstitutional, but the act that is currently in use is the National Government CDF. And therefore, I think technically the National Government CDF is still on, and I'm happy that it is, so that development can reach every part of this country equally.
A section of both incumbent and incoming lawmakers say they will prioritize discussions touching on the CDF matter once the 13th House is inaugurated.
The 12th Parliament, I was a member of the CDF committee, and we put in new rules and new laws. We put in actually a new law that regulates the fund, safeguards the fund, and makes this fund absolutely a mwananchi fund.
I hope we can find other ways of channeling funds back to the constituency. I don't know whatever name they will call it or anything, but there must be a way where we must have funds to the constituency to go on with a lot of projects.
Msaada kidogo hiyo tunapeleka kwa shule kama basari na zingine kama ni development za kina barabara kama barabara hivi zitakosa hapa grassroots.
The Supreme Court ruled that the CDF Act 2013 violates the constitutional principle of separation of powers. Pundits welcomed the Supreme Court decision, claiming that the funds had been misused at the expense of poor constituents.
Na hata Kenya hii watu wengi ambao wanakimbilia kiti hicho cha CDF wanakimbilia with the sole purpose sio kusaidia wananchi. Tumeona wanakimbilia so that wa control hiyo kiti ambayo iwasaidie.
So to strengthen sheria ya kusaidia CDF ili imsaidie mwananchi wa kawaida hapa mashinani.
Uzuri wakiingia huko wakumbuke mwananchi wa kawaida hana kikote ya kumsaidia, mbali ni kile ambayo mbunge atapatiwa akuja asaidia ambaye hasiyojiwezi.
Members of Parliament who earn 710,000 shillings per month will also do away with the 80,000 monthly cumulative sitting allowance, as well as the car grant, which has since been replaced by a motor vehicle reimbursement of 7.5 million of a car engine, capacity 3,000 cc, and whose maintenance will be the legislator's responsibility. It's just a matter of time before the MPs-elect formally kick off their term as the 13th House in the Parliament building. However, the issue about the constituency funding is most likely to take center stage. Seth Olale, Citizen TV, Nairobi County.